Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, blue 60. 44. So don't say nothing. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
First down, Detroit.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set, 180, 59.
On second down, Johnson. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Congratulations. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 24.
Ran, top. Check nickel. Switch. Kill. Quick zone, travel. Behind.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Come on, 180. I got you, pop. Alert.
On 3rd down, Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
180. Too low. Hey, 18.
On first down, it's Hunt, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
He's going to take it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. Locking pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
64, weak.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Slam. General West. Safety creep. 22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Lady! Check. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Check nine. You go tight. You draw quarter. You got tight right there.
Muscles him off. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's third down.
Ready. 180. 44. Here we go, G. Middle. Watch out.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Trubisky will throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A'Shawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hurry! Undercrush. Hey, come on, Muhammad, move! Back.
Here's Stafford. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, blue 60, like 7. Let him know. Rush in. Check 50. Lucky. 44 the mic, 44 the mic. 22 jet bombers.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
X3, 218, chopper.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got him in, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Alert. 49, check 49. Hey, Alpha. Mike 33.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It leads to second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Alert.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ran. Hey, zoom. No.
Here's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Go. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Ran.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 right at the 30.
18. Check your hot read.
They go play action. Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
180. 44. 22.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And the Lions first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53. Ready. Shot.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
61. Matchbox light.
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Complete to Jermaine Curse. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
Set. 280. Mike 58. And middle. Come on, QB, come on.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. 250. 11. Check curls. Check safety.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Let's go.
Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check three. 6-6. Pull it high. Look at him.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Switch. Alert. Lock in. Check 50.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
51. Drop deep. Check. Hey, alert. Check 43.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Blue 60. I got you, son. I got you, 32.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Johnson. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Like 7. 44 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Kill. Check 24. 59. Check nickel. Switch. 10.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Every day, any day. Hey, ball.
On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ran, tuck. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shift. Ran, tuck. Hey, ball.
On first down, it's Hunt. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Double right. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw is Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 59. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, alert 3. Jam. Watch the safety crew.
32.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Put up, 180.
Here we go.
Move.
Check 31.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 32-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run again with Hunt. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 26.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
20.
34.
Omaha, ready to move. General West.
You go take
Stafford on 1st down. To the right and complete to Galladay. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford out left to Anderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Stafford here. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. Charles, we saw a lot of